So coming into the MBA, when did like Deloitte become the goal? Like, was it always Big Four or did it evolve during the MBA journey?
Yeah.
Was there a point in the interview, during the Deloitte interview only? So you felt that, oh, I have messed up, like, but somehow you recovered from. Breaking into the Big Four. It's not just the milestone, it's a dream for many B schoolers across India. But how do you actually go from sitting in the classroom to walking those glass walled offices at a giant like Deloitte USA? So, if you have ever wondered, where do I even start? How do I stand out among thousands of candidates? And what happens once you actually go there? You're about to find out. Hi, viewers. Today on the show, we have someone who has cracked this path with all the doubts, dreams, hustle, and the hurt that comes with it. Please welcome Yukta Suhas Nigam, who has bagged a prestigious summer internship at Deloitte. Get ready for an unfiltered, relatable, and super insightful conversation. Yukta, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Arpan. That's so nice to hear from.
Yukta, first of all, huge congratulations. Securing a Deloitte USI internship is a massive win. And I'm so excited to dive into the story today. So, how are you feeling being there? How are you?
Being at Deloitte on the first day, pretty overwhelmed with the entire atmosphere, people around there, then like the infrastructure, two huge towers they have, and it was a overwhelming feeling, and it was surreal and beautiful. So yes, enjoyed the journey till now, and yes, hoping for more forward.
We also hope so. So, quick fun one to kickstart this conversation. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much imposter syndrome did you feel on the day one of Deloitte?
Around sevenish, I'll say.
Love the honesty because trust me, whether you are in Deloitte or in Disney, day one nerves are real. So, all right,
Uh,
let's go back in real time. Before this whole MBA Deloitte journey started, where were you? Like, what were you doing? If you could tell something about your background.
Sure. So I am a mechanical engineer and I passed out in 2021 during COVID. So after that, I was working at Amruta Industries as a design engineer and I had a core mechanical engineer job. Then post that, I did an apprenticeship at Atlas Copco India. And later on, after completing my apprenticeship for 1 year, I worked as a management trainee at Burki Automobiles, where I was looking into inventory management and account receivables where I had an interest in finance and then thought of pursuing an MBA. And then I landed at IMI and currently at the internship.
So, like, what made you like feel that you want to do an MBA? Was there any moment that you thought that, okay, I need to switch paths, I need to level up, buckle up?
So I was like working as into inventory management and operations and finance as well. So yes, like working that time, I thought that yes, I need a more learning path and I can do better. Like I can be more efficient, I feel. And I also wanted to have that career growth. So for me, I thought that yes, MBA can be a better option. And always wanted to do a master. So for a master's in India, I thought MBA is a better option.
Definitely. It's always fascinating to hear why behind anybody's leap of faith. And also, honestly, switching careers takes a lot of guts. So, a respect to you because coming from a mechanical background, now coming to financial transformation takes a lot of guts and takes a lot of like knowledge and hard work to get into this thing. So, coming into the MBA, when did like Deloitte become the goal? Like, was it always Big Four or did it evolve during the MBA journey?
So I will tell you, Deloitte has somewhat been my dream company. Like when I was in Pune working at Atlas Copco, I had my roommate who was working in Deloitte. So I had heard about Deloitte. It's a big four, and like I had been fascinated about it. So when I understood that Deloitte comes at IMI, I was like, yeah, we can. I hope we can get into this. So it has been somewhere subconsciously. And when I got shortlisted, then I was like, yes, we have to crack this. Then I took help from my friends from college also, so that I can give a better interview. So yes, this is how it happened.
So the Big Four have finally attracted you. So what was something like that actually attracted you? Was it the work culture? Was it the brand name? Was it the opportunity? Like what exactly was there in the GD that attracted you to this job?
So, first of all, the like in the JD, it was written that it was for finance transformation, and I wanted to do something, a finance part of it for my perspective and career. So that was one thing, and also I had heard about the culture like at Deloitte, that it's very holistic and it's impact driven. So yes, somewhere that also played a much role.
Let's talk about all the hard work that goes into being into Deloitte now. So how did you prepare for Deloitte?
If you ask me, how did I prepare for Deloitte? So I had like after joining college, I didn't had much of a finance thing in my resume, I'll say. So previously, I had just worked into account receivables in Tally and had an inventory management experience. So when I got into the college, I did that financial modeling course which the finance club had provided, and I did it thoroughly. It was a week course, I'll tell you. And then I was looking into how financial modeling happens and everything. Then I also did practiced it on, there are some YouTube videos, I also practiced it on that. Then there is one of my good friends called Nee, so he also helped me with that. So I, whatever was mentioned in my resume, I made sure that I very well know about what I am talking about, like it's not fake and all. So I got confident about it. I learned about things, and most of business valuation terms and this discounted cash flow was asked me in the interview, which I had mentioned in my resume, and I was pretty confident about that, and so I excelled in the interview, I feel.
So
And
other
also one key tip I will tell you, that in my interview, I also got the feedback that I have been confident because I also smile when I give an interview. So that smiling thing is what I accepted on.
So basically, your hard skills and your soft skills, like your nature, also counted a lot when it comes to Deloitte interview. So other
Yes.
than the course that you mentioned about financial modeling, if anybody who is planning to get into Deloitte or is preparing for Big Four, so if any specific resources, any like YouTube channel, mentors or practices that he should stood by.
Not specific, I'll tell you. Like when you go through YouTube, there are a lot of videos. So you have to just see that who gives you the entire gist in some time. Because when you have an interview, you have less time and their requirements are different. So you have to understand that who is giving you that crisp detail. So I don't remember the name of the YouTuber, but yeah, he was some of Asian origin, I'll say. And some of that, and also the courses, like the platforms provide you. Also there is Udemy, then Coursera the college provides. So those courses also help you somewhere to understand. Like was a financial reporting course from Coursera which we had done. So there they used to explain how balance sheet, what are the line items. So yes, in the interview they had also asked me about the line items. And also I had a good financial reporting analysis teacher at my first term. So she like helped a lot during the interview process also.
So if you could go back, like what's the one thing that you think that you did differently that made you stand out among the entire crowd and you get in this company?
One thing I did differently was that maybe I was confident more than others. And even, yes, one thing I did was that if I didn't know the answer, I told the interviewer, I don't know, I'll learn about this. I didn't fake about, like, yes, I know and everything. So I didn't bluff. So my honesty, I'll say, I think I did different.
So your honesty and your smile have become the differentiator when it comes to Deloitte interview because your honesty and your confidence does matter a lot when it comes to interview. So coming to this big elephant, the interview day, it is always the nerve-wracking part for most of the people. So what was your mindset before you step into any of the interviews? Like I believe that you must have given some of the more interviews before getting into Deloitte. So what is the actual mindset that you carry with you?
Personally speaking, my previous interview before Deloitte was an elevator pitch with Gartner, and there were 110 people in the elevator pitch thing. Personally, I thought that in my elevator pitch, others' elevator pitch had that spark in them for the role as well, and I didn't have that. So I just worked on it, and then Deloitte was my first interview. So yes, I worked on it on my confidence, on some skills, my pitch. I made it robust, and this helped me towards that.
So when it comes to auditing firms, what kind of questions do they ask? Like, was it more technical, behavioral, case-based, some kind of guesstimates? What kind of questions that anybody could expect from such interviews?
So, Deloitte is mostly known for its auditing and consulting, and Deloitte came for its advisory role when it came for our college. So, mostly our first round was like HR, like how did you cope? How is your career like transformed? Like why MBA and why are you choosing this and all these questions were asked. In my second round, if you ask me, more of technical questions were asked, like what are the three main statements, financial statements you look into. Then why do you look for certain ratios of finance? Then what about business valuation? Then how many types, what methods you can do that? Then what is discounted cash flow method? Then why do you pre-tax a following like metric? Then like all these questions were asked. Yeah.
Was there a point in the interview, during the Deloitte interview only, so you felt that, oh, I have messed up, like, but somehow you recovered from that answer?
Nah. Personally, like this is an overstatement, but I never felt that I have messed up because when I didn't know, I told the person, the interviewer, I didn't know, and yeah, it went pretty well. I feel, yeah.
Okay, so you're
Like
like,
I didn't know that I will make it, but with myself, I was like, yes, I have given my best.
that is something that everybody should like understand. Like, if you have given your best, leave the rest. That is what you want to say.
Yes.
So fast forward, you crack the interview and start your summer internship at Deloitte. So tell me something about your day one. Like, how was it stepping into the Big Four workplace?
It was, like I said, the start, it was pretty overwhelming. There are two towers, like 17 floors, huge, and there is a bridge passing by the two towers. And I was like, oh my God, such a huge office. And then there is like the two towers, there is a bridge, and there is a Deloitte University part, which is the third building. And there is a bridge, like road in between. So you have to go beneath it. So I was like, oh my God, such a big office, and I'm going to work there. And there are people walking in full C-suit, people also. And like you can see people in various dress codes. Someone is in blazer and everything, and someone is in sari. And like there is inclusivity overall, I'll say. And I was dressed in our IMIB suit, business suit, and just walking by and looking like what people are doing and everything. And such such a chill work culture, I'll tell you. Like people are working in the like there are sitting spaces in the garden, and people are using the laptops there, and there is tremendous options for food, and the food was so amazing on the first day they provided us. Like and then the first day event is called D-Launch. So the D-Launch also went very well. Like they told us about the security they have, then the IT walk-ups they have, and also what services they provide, then how they take care of their employees. And like it was a surreal experience. Like first day was amazing.
That's so great to hear. That's insane, actually. So, what kind of work are you involved in this internship? Like, what
So
exactly
currently,
financial transformation means?
currently, like I cannot disclose more of the details, but because of the
Yes,
guidelines.
yes.
But yes, but currently, what I am working into is like there are reporting standards in Europe, as you know. So there are ESRS reporting standards and ISSB reporting standard. So currently, I am working into like creating an assessment for the client and delivering the reports as per their needs into, and also making some graphical representations for them. This is, yeah, I can sum it up.
No issues. We understand that there's certain guidelines that you can't disclose either. So as for somebody like who is planning to get into MBA, like in for incoming MBA students who are looking forward for their job in auditing space, either in the Big Four or in other consulting or auditing space, what necessary skill set should they actually get into? Should they learn and should they imbibe so that they can like ease the process?
Necessary skill set, I'll suggest, like tell you, tell people to focus more on the technology part of it. Like I will ask people to do the Power BI, Tableau courses. So that, because that is a driving force here, I have understood. And technology is heavily focused at Big Four, I'll say. So, and there are a lot of platforms like Tableau and Power BI as well, so that people should explore that. And if you have that finance thing in you, so also have an overview about SAP, Oracle, so that you have a better understanding. And also look into some ESG and sustainable finance also, because that is also a big role, plays a big role here, and it is better for the future perspective.
Great, great answer. So a lot of students like who come from a non-finance or a non-commerce background like you have this skepticism that okay, we are always behind the people who have done BCom honors or are of commerce background, some kind of CAs or something. So like how should these people approach? Like is there always are they always behind or is this still a skepticism surrounding it or is this still a myth? Like something if you would like to highlight about this.
At MBA, I feel everybody is at the same level. But yes, they have more knowledge about it. I agree to the fact. Like during my interview, also I have seen there were BFS people who are very smart, and I was scared that how can I compete with these people? They have so much knowledge. But when an interviewer asks you, he asks you questions on the basis of your resume, what you have done and what you know. So having that financial background is like a perk, but even if you don't have, just like don't get stressed about it. Just yes, whatever is taught to you about finance, just know it thoroughly and very well. Like why the ratio is used, why do you use this rate of interest, like you should know how the know, like know-hows, I'll say. So that is important. And yes, also even if you're from non-commerce background, keep reading about all of these ratios and what is happening around in the market, and keep reading about getting to know things about the finance thing. Basics you have to know.
Thank you so much for this answer. So one question is that if you have to travel back to your day one of MBA, what advice would you give to you?
Day one of MBA, like one advice I'd like to give myself
Yes.
is be confident. There is nobody who is better than you. Everybody is on in the same boat, and you can strive better, and just don't make yourself feel worthless. You are worth it.
Thank you so much for this answer, Yukta. So the last question from this podcast is, if there is any tip that you would like to give to the incoming MBA student, whether they are from commerce background or non-commerce background, who are prepping for financial roles, so what should it be?
Okay, so I would like to tell you that do some certifications regarding finance and whatever interests you, whether it's portfolio management, whether it is ERP systems like SAP or Oracle, or and also do it some tech-based thing like I said, Power BI and Tableau, and do also please master in Excel because it helps really well, and please focus on that. I'll like to tell about these courses and certifications to do because they do help. And also do some extra thing I'll tell you regarding business valuation and everything. So it will be a good thing. And also people are into CFA nowadays. So yeah, that may be also a choice for some people. Yes, and also be confident with yourself, better your soft skills so that people understand, like your posture. Keep not don't smile too much at an interview, but we are moderate. And make your interview interesting. It should not be monotonous. Like I remember in my interview, the interviewer I had also laughed for a few things. So yeah, I had built that better environment in the interview. So yeah, this all, like, I guess, sums up the entire experience. So
Yukta, this was so amazing conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your story so openly, from making the switch to chasing a dream to actually living it. Your journey is going to light so many students who were just starting out. To all the listeners, remember every opportunity comes with a brave decision. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories like that of Yukta, and as always, keep dreaming, keep hustling, and keep believing. Thank you so much, Yukta, for having us, for like giving this podcast, and we believe the viewers would have a lot of benefit from this. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Arpan. It was an amazing podcast. Looking forward for more. Thank you.